What's up everyone, Coach Dan back again for day 111 of our at-home OTF workouts, and it's another Tuesday, which means we got another Greatest HIITs Edition. So we're revisiting some of the more popular blocks from last week, this time focusing primarily on lower body. So we're going to be doing a lot of leg work. We're also throwing in some core and some cardio as well. So guys, on Tuesdays we have 3 opportunities to join us live on Zoom: 7 a.m, 1 p.m, and 7 p.m. So it'd be great to see you on either of those classes. And you may know that we've already started the Back at It challenge. So these workouts will start earning you those steps towards earning those badges. Either way, guys, have a great day. See you soon.
Welcome to your dynamic warm-up, 5 minutes total. Felix, you ready? Let's get right into it. So we're gonna start with a cat to camel here. We're gonna push that spine up and then move that spine right down into that reverse direction. From there, right into a thread the needle. Bring that arm down and through, and then switch. Other hands going right out to the other side. From there, we'll go into a wide mountain climber, high plank position. One foot's coming to the outside of that hand, alternating feet one at a time here. Then we're gonna walk those hands all the way back up and stand up tall and go right back down here into that plank walkout. As an option, you can bend your knees on the way down and make it a little easier. Then we're gonna go into a lateral shift to punch. So take a nice lateral lunge position, sit those hips back, opposite arm is punching here, nice and controlled. Then we're gonna get that heart rate elevated just a bit here, right with that seal jack. Great job, Felix, just pumping those arms, jumping those feet out at the same time. You have 5 minutes, let's get warmed up.
Never meant to be, we never meant a rock and row.
I'm gonna let that go. Let's do it.
All right, this block is going to be endurance focus in relation to the rower. So thinking about utilizing those muscles that we would normally utilize on the rower during maybe that 1,000 or 2,000 meter benchmark row. First up, it's 10 minutes long. We have 3 exercises that we're gonna perform 4 rounds of, 12 reps of everything. Once we're done with those 4 rounds, we'll move on to 2 exercises to work through until time is called. You ready to get this party started?
Let's do it.
All right, so our first exercise is going to be a front-loaded squat, so grabbing 2 objects that weigh roughly the same amount in our standing set position, feet hip-width apart, thighs tight, belly button to spine, shoulders are down and back. 2 objects in front of our shoulders. From here, we're going down heavy in our heels, getting our quads parallel to the ground, driving straight up as we reset up at the top. Option, we can always limit that range of motion. After that, we're going right into some deadlifts. So in that same standing set position, this time the 2 objects are right in front of our hips. We're gonna hinge at our hips, keeping our back nice and flat, scraping those 2 objects along our legs, and as we reset up at the top, really working that posterior chain. Option, limit your range of motion. Next exercise is going to be a hip hinge high row. So in that hinged position, back nice and flat, palms are faced behind. We're gonna bend our elbows out nice and wide, pinching our shoulder blades together, slow and controlled as we lower down and reset. Okay, those 3 exercises for 4 rounds. Once those 4 rounds are complete, we're gonna perform these next 2 exercises until time is called. First up is a jump squat. In that standing set position, we're going down heavy in our heels, quads parallel to the ground, exploding those feet up off the ground, just like you're exploding off the foot plates on the rower. After that, we are going right into a front-loaded lunge. Grabbing a heavier object right in front of our chest. In that standing set position, we're stepping forward, bending that knee about 90 degrees as we reset back up at the top, alternating for a total of 12 reps for the last 2 exercises. Let's get this party started.
Let's do this, team. 10 minutes of work, focusing mostly on lower body. Jess, you ready to get into it?
Ready.
Let's knock it out. Starting off with our step up to a knee raise. When you step up on your object, make sure that your heel is all the way on to support your body weight, driving your knee towards your chest, keeping your abs tight. We're gonna do 10 on each leg. Moving right into a sumo squat, grabbing your medium to heavy object, plenty of distance between your feet, toes slightly outward, and dropping your object just a couple inches from the ground. Moving right in to our step down with a heel touch. Just a little bit different of a variation of the exercise you already know to love. So starting with your foot up on top of your object, but this time, notice we're touching our heel down, not so much our toe. Jess, you should feel that in your glutes and your hamstring.
Yes.
10 each side. Finishing out with our alternating curtsy lunge. This is 20 total, 10 each, keeping your chest up, stepping behind you at a diagonal position, standing right back up, and it looks good. If you need an option, go ahead and just decrease your range of motion. Team, let's fire up those legs.
Hey fam, I am here with Coach Angela. We're going to take her through a nice lower body focus block. So we're going to start with an alternating reverse lunge to a hop. We're going to step back, plant that toe on the ground. We're going to hop up, bring that opposite foot slightly above the ground. Option, knee raise, and keep that foot on the ground. Next one, alternating lateral lunge. We're going to step out to the side. Make sure you keep your heels on the ground by sitting your hips back and always keep your toes lined up with each other. Options, simply reduce your range of motion. Next one, we're going to come down to the ground for a hip bridge march. Your arms are at your side. Everything is lined from shoulders to knees. We're going to bring your knees as close to the chest as possible. Option, simply lower the hips slightly. And then we're going to flip it over into our last one, get into a push-up position, and we're simply going to perform a plank kick through. Bring one hand off of the ground and kick the opposite leg all the way through. Option, simply limit that range of motion. Be mindful now to draw that belly button into your spine so that way your core stays fully engaged. Let's get to work.
right, team, we have a 6-minute block here. 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. You have 3 exercises, and we are gonna knock out 3 rounds. Coach Nikki, you ready to knock it out? Let's go. All right, so we're starting off with that skier swing. So feet are hip width apart. You're gonna send the hips back. You're gonna let the arms go along for the ride, making sure you're squeezing the glutes at the top. Those arms never go higher than shoulder height. Option, just reduce that range of motion. Moving into your bear plank lateral walk. So 3 steps out, 3 steps in is 1 rep, but you're making sure you're making nice, slow, and controlled movements, engaging that core the whole time. Last, you have a power sit-up. So we're gonna go onto the mat. We're gonna extend the arms and the legs. You're gonna reach the hands for the feet and then extend back out, trying to keep those feet off the ground. Option here is you can tap the toes on the ground instead with bent knees. 6 minutes of work. Let's go ahead and conquer it, team.
Outstanding job, everyone. Another great workout in the books. Now it's time to slow things down and let's take care of our bodies. I know you're ready for that. It's a 4-minute flexibility block consisting of 5 exercises that we're gonna hold for 20 seconds apiece. Let's begin. Starting off with our static lateral lunge. Making sure you have plenty of distance in between your feet, shifting your weight into the middle of your heel and pushing your hips back towards the floor. Let's go ahead and grab a seat. Going into our 90-90 stretch. So you're gonna fold one leg in towards your groin and the other foot is gonna be bent behind you. Making sure you keep your back and your chest flat as you come lowering down to the floor. Flowing right into our seated butterfly, still keeping that upright position with your chest. Now your feet are together and slightly pressing down with your elbows and feel that stretch in your inner groin. Extending your legs out for your seated torso reach, stretching our hamstring. Everybody's gonna have a different range of motion. Just go to the point where you feel a slight discomfort. Hold, breathe for 20 seconds. We're gonna finish laying on your side, stretching your quad. And Felix, go ahead and bring your heel towards your glute, relaxing your arm out in front of you. And again, just for that good stretch right in the front of your quad. We did it, everybody. Great job today. We'll be excited to see you next in our next at-home workout.
If you want it, you can get it. I don't know if you're ready for this. Are you ready for this? But you gotta reach higher. Take a leap on your dreams you can keep. Cause I'm ready for this. Are you ready for this? Cause you gotta breathe fire. Cause you gotta breathe fire. But you gotta reach higher, higher, higher. Cause you gotta breathe fire, fire, fire. But you gotta reach higher, higher, higher. Take a chance, we can last, cause I know that you're ready for this. I've been ready for this. We just gotta reach higher. We can go make it move, cause I know that you're ready for this. We've been ready for this.